I don't know. Why are you here doing this thing?
Live streaming on YouTube, man.
What?
I said we're live streaming on YouTube.
Oh, sick. For why?
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. What is the goal to get like people to watch?
I guess, yeah.
So what makes it engaging?
I mean, we have discussions on a bunch of different things.
Like what?
I mean, what do you want to discuss?
No, I was asking you, what are the discussions?
Talk about a bunch of different things. Intersectional dynamics, politics, whatever.
What are intersexual dynamics?
Yeah, like dating and relationships, yeah.
What are your thoughts on dating and relationships?
I think, men lead, women follow. And that's pretty much it. I mean, simple.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Men lead, women follow.
Like,
Men are supposed to lead in relationships and women are supposed to follow.
Interesting. Why do you think that?
Because men are designed to lead and women are designed to follow. It's kind of the way that the systems worked for centuries. And just now that we live in this civilized world that, we go ahead and say, oh no,
When you say design,
women are equal to men, but not really.
Like genetically?
Yeah, I mean from a biological standpoint.
So you're saying women say they're equal to men, but they aren't?
What was that? They want what?
You gotta be out the walkway.
Oh, okay, that's cool. We'll move over
I
here.
was just curious.
Yeah, so we're biologically different.
How is your parents relationship?
Good. They're still together. My dad is the authority and my mom follows. This whole egalitarian thing doesn't work, unfortunately.
So like your dad, what do you mean by that? Like your dad, what do you mean by your dad leads and your mom follows?
He's the boss, my mom follows. Yeah.
No way.
The camera at 1%.
He makes the decisions. You are drunk as hell, aren't you?
No, that's not true.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking lit, man. Holy. Yeah, you're pretty fucked up.
No. I just surprised by your done.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard, man. You go anywhere else in the world, like, a lot of guys think this way. It's just that in the United States, where we're, like, super feminized, we tend to think that we're equal when we're not at all.
So men should always lead and women should always follow.
Absolutely.
In all things.
For most things, yes.
Okay.
Most
And
things,
it's
for sure.
important for you to spread this.
Yes.
You're like,
Yes.
you're like the leader or one of the.
I mean, I think...
would like Andrew Tate be the leader, and you're like one of the Andrew Tate followers who's also preaching the Andrew Tate gospel.
Andrew Tate's actually a personal friend of mine.
So
Like, I know him.
Like Miami, like a subsidiary of the Andrew Tate person.
Not really. I mean, we've been doing this for quite a while. I'm glad that you know about Andrew Tate. That means that his influence is very strong, which is great. And I think the message getting out is important. And who spreads it is irrelevant because the message needs to get out there. But yeah, I mean, men need to be men and be leaders.
And you think that's...
There's a bunch of things going on. I mean, look at who's in office. Look at the dollar. Look at inflation. The world was locked down for multiple years for no fucking reason. Like, I mean, this is just a bad time.
You get it? You agree?
We are in the safest, most violent, most prosperous time in history.
Yeah, for sure. And if we continue on the path that we're going, it's going to lead to bad times. Weak men lead to bad times create strong men create good times. And right now we're on the cycle of weak men and good times.
Yeah.
But
it's the best time ever.
Yeah, but for how long?
You're saying definitely.
That's the problem.
It's going to get bad?
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I had the foresight that you have.
This is how it always happens, man. The Roman Empire collapsed right when they were getting the most entertainment.
Because they were taking too much power.
Well, they had a lot of the same issues. They had, this whole thing about we don't know how many genders there are, a bunch of degeneracy, a bunch of fucked up stuff was going on, and then bam, next thing you know, collapse. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if you agree or disagree. You kind of just asked me questions. I don't know what your stance is.
I probably mostly disagree.
Okay, what am I incorrect about then? What do you disagree with?
I'm totally fine with women being leaders.
You think that works? Okay, can you name one matriarchy that stood the test of time?
I don't know if I want this. I don't think that that's relevant.
It absolutely is, because if you can tell me a matriarchy that stood the test of time, then that means that female leadership led to, a prosperous civilization.
Well, so I think that men for a long time, men are stronger than women. For a long time, have been able to sort of rule based on that.
Yeah.
But as we've developed technology and other things, that strength and stuff has become less and less relevant. So I now think that it would be fine for women to be in positions of power. And actually, there have been there have been many women in positions of power around the world that have done very good jobs.
Can you name one matriarchy then that stood the test of time?
But I don't think I need to do that.
There's one that does, because it doesn't exist.
Like for instance, all
the power that women have.
I wish that I could name
more
female leaders at leadership levels.
And that's precisely my point.
Angela Merkel was probably the most important leader in Europe in recent history. Margaret Thatcher was a hugely influential leader. I don't know. Right? So, and the thing is, now there's guns and stuff, right? So, if a woman has a gun, she can shoot me, and it doesn't matter if I'm stronger or weaker than her.
For sure, but I would argue that, cool, but then why are female cops and women in the military so incompetent then? Why do women they are, yes.
There's been cops and women in the military.
Absolutely. I don't think they should be in the military or be in the front lines of a police force at all. They're far more likely to actually get in a shooting.
Are they?
Absolutely. Statistically speaking, women are far more likely to get involved in officer-involved shooting.
I didn't know that.
Because they're physically weaker. So therefore, since they're physically weaker, their use of force continuum is much shorter, because they can't necessarily get into a physical confrontation with a male suspect, which a lot of the criminals are going to be males.
To me, you're saying we should leave. But that's sort of what I was saying, is that the whole thing is having guns and technology is sort of an equalizer, right?
Not necessarily. Yeah, it's an equalizer to a degree, but here's the thing. They're more likely to use of force, which could lead to a fatal situation and shoot the individual when it wasn't a justified shooting.
Sorry, so your argument right now is that female cops are more likely to use
lethal force, absolutely,
because they're physically weaker. Yes. Therefore, women should not ever be in positions of power. I don't know. It's it's a weird jump.
No. Well, we started there because I asked you to name a female matriarchy, and you couldn't do that. So then we got into the topic of
I know
female police officers in the military, and I said, well, I don't think they should be in these positions because X, Y, Z, and I explained why.
I know a lot of smart, competent women that I think
for sure
could do,
but that's a minority.
Job at running.
But that's a minority. A majority are simply not.
I don't think it's necessarily a minority. I'm not agreeing with you on that point. But even if it were, would it be helpful to the world to be
it's absolutely a minority, and I'll tell you why. Most women are communitarian by nature. From a biological standpoint. Communitarian by nature.
Okay.
Which means you get $1, you get $1, you get $1. When little girls play, games, they don't play winner-loser type games. They play games where everyone is involved. Hopscotch.
I have no idea.
See, that's what I'm trying to say.
You're saying men, young boys, play different games?
Yes, boys, little boys play games where there's a clear winner.
I think I'm done. But I do think that you're probably wrong, and I don't think it's that productive to say this kind of thing.
This is absolute
fact.
I
don't know, maybe it is.
This is the truth. When boys play games, they play in a hierarchical sense where it's okay, there's a winner and there's a loser.
And you think that's good?
Well, what that asserts is that there's a dominance hierarchy.
Wouldn't it maybe be nice to have a more communal-based thing?
Absolutely not. That's how you end up with communism, and you end up with socialism, and all these things being problems. They don't work.
There's a lot of socialist aspects of our society currently, and there's a lot of things.
And that's why we're going down the shitter. Capitalism works, but when you put women in power, they go with more socialist, communistic mindsets on how to run things, and that's a problem.
Interesting.
Why do you think we have Biden in office right now? Females and minorities put him into office. So that's why we have the issues that we have, because they don't go off of meritocracy, they go off of communitarianism.
And who would you would like for Biden to not be in office?
I don't think he's done a good job as a president. Probably one of the worst presidents we've ever had.
Who would you like to be in office?
I think Trump will do a much better job. He's the better candidate, clearly, in this situation. We're on the brink of World War III. The dollar is fucking going down. We're locked down for many years.
The dollar is
Yes, the petrodollar literally has been replaced.
So actually, the dollar is like one of the strongest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Like from a currency.
Yeah, compared to other currencies, for sure. Yeah. But that doesn't. But look at inflation in the United States.
The dollar will be the world reserve currency.
We're going to lose that currency status very soon.
And you think that's Biden?
Yes. Because he has weak foreign policy. Huh?
No.
Yes, I mean, his vice president is a female. His cabinet is filled with a bunch of libtards. So yes, they're weak on foreign policy. That's why Russia invaded Ukraine. I mean, it has, I don't know if you realize, it's like a domino effect. If you have weak foreign policy, it leads to issues.
Women and minorities. So you think women and minorities should not vote, is what you're saying?
I never said that. I just said that they're more likely.
The ones that put him in power.
Yes, they're more likely to vote for Democrats in more communitarian type situations, which leads to problems. Because it's not based on a meritocracy. All right, you out? All right, man. Anyway, you guys can see, liberals can't back up their mindsets, or they can't back up their arguments. Yeah, and it's always funny, that whole matriarchy thing, because no one can ever name any time a matriarchy stands the test of time.
What? You gotta change your mind about topics. Like this one.
Oh, look, she ran away. She's just terrified. It's okay, your hair looks like crap anyway. It doesn't matter.
Okay, how are they not useless, in your opinion? What do you think?
No, why? Why is that?
Hot girls. Are you hot?
I don't know. What do you think?
You don't know my opinion. But in this case right here, we think hot girls are useless because they never have to be like useful in that sense. It's like come to parties, show up, look pretty, and that's it.
Okay.
What do you think?
But that's because men think like that. Women don't think like that.
What do they think?
That all girls are beautiful.
You think so?
Yeah. Not only the hot ones.
Myron.
Yeah.
Is she a hot girl?
Hold on. Hold the phone for 1 second.
Listen.
What?
Where are you from?
Argentina.
Okay. You live in Miami or no? Are you single? Why are you single?
Because I want to. Because I take the choice to be single.
Okay. But if you could have a man right now,
Yeah.
that was your ideal man,
Yeah.
would you take him?
Yeah.
Okay. So why would you be useful to your man?
I don't need to be useful for my man.
Why not?
He needs to be useful for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
He needs to be a provider. He needs to be a good man. I need to be a good woman and he needs to be a good man. Equals. We need to be equals.
I guarantee you when you meet him, right, he's going to be coming
Well,
providing already.
All right.
And all that good stuff.
Are you finishing up with her? Because now they're asking.
I would love to know why.
Why?
Why?
Okay, hot girls are useless.
You can go with her
Because they never had to be useful.
To discuss. What?
They're useless because they never had to be useful.
And how so?
Well, you tell me, how are they useful?
It depends on the girl you meet, because I understand you're definitely right. There's some girls that are useless.
A majority.
What's your friend?
A majority.
But what if there's a hot
Yeah, I
girl?
should say.
That's a minority. You disagree?
I don't think I got no opinion.
You got no opinions? I see you're making faces, so you disagree or something. So you think hot girls are useful?
Some things don't need commentary.
They don't need commentary?
Nah, they don't.
Okay, so do you agree or disagree then? You don't got to give a comment.
On what exactly?
Hot girls are useless.
Yeah.
You feel that way?
Yes, they
You
are.
feel that-
A majority
you're
are.
entitled to feel however it is that you feel.
A majority
I
are.
respect your opinion. You're definitely entitled to feel that way. I don't think so. There's some girls that are definitely worth more out there.
You think?
But,
I'm saying a majority of hot girls are useless.
Majority of the people
What do
you
you
met.
consider a hot girl that's useless?
A lot of girls in Miami, for example.
I mean, the girls you invited on your podcast are all OnlyFans girls that,
Actually, that's not true. A majority are not OnlyFans girls. A minority
from
are.
what I've seen.
Oh, but what you've seen is a snippet of what actually goes down.
You're
A
right.
majority of the girls actually have regular jobs.
Really? Like what?
Some girls are nurses. Some girls work in aesthetics. A lot work in aesthetics, actually. Some work in plastic surgery. Some are doctors. Some are lawyers. Some are law enforcement.
Well, we're property management.
Yeah, we're property
A lot of girls that come on that are property management, actually. Airbnbs, all that stuff. So girls in real estate agents all over the place. So, yeah. So the thing is that see the thing is you guys remember the OnlyFans girls because they tend to be the loud ones, but
I mean that's what only goes viral on your account.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's only what I've seen.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't come on here disrespectful as fuck like from most of the girls I've seen.
Yeah.
So I just like to hear your opinion.
Yeah.
You think hot girls are useless? That's
A majority are.
Majority are.
They absolutely are.
You're definitely right.
I've interviewed almost
Some girls that
over
are
3,000 girls.
worth it and that are hot.
Yeah, but that's a minority.
Are you worth it?
Huh?
Are you worth it?
Am I worth it?
Yeah.
I like to think I am.
The cat one, that weird one. She became really
It's different for you guys. Maybe you guys don't think
That's
I'm
good for her.
worth it.
That's good. It's a W. No, I don't know, but we've interviewed so many girls, man.
I know.
Like 3,000 girls. So
I feel like some girls just come here already hostile, so they don't hear your side. But I like to hear both sides. I personally don't agree, but that's your opinion, so you feel how you want. I came on here just to speak how I want. I think there's...
Sure.
I think they're facts, but you may not think so because it's from what you've learned and what you know. You get me? Everybody goes from their different environment. I've had a different environment than you have, probably.
Well, women are wrong about most things because you guys live life on easy mode, if I'm going to be very honest.
How so? You think I live my life on easy mode?
So here's the thing. If you take the average woman versus the average man, the average woman lives a way easier life than the average man, by
How
far.
so?
Well,
Average.
yes. An average woman...
There's women out here in Miami that work a lot harder than the fucking average.
Okay, so I need you to listen with your ears and not your feelings. The average woman...
No, I'm not listening with my fucking feelings.
No, you are.
I'm listening
You are.
with the things that I
You didn't even
do.
let me finish. So the average woman has a much easier life than an average man by far. Because as an average woman, you can still choose to find a man that makes more money than you, that'll take care of you and support you. As a man, you don't have that benefit. You have to get out there and earn it, whether you like it or not. At least women can choose if they want to work hard. Now, if you decide to work hard, that's great, but you made that decision. But you don't have to, is my point.
Okay.
Not really.
But I choose to.
Not really.
But that's a privilege.
Because if I don't, then I...
Okay, but do you understand that that's a privilege that you can choose that?
100%.
Okay.
Men
Okay.
have different privileges that women do.
We have no privileges that you guys
Can
have.
I speak?
I would argue,
Okay.
women. Name one privilege that a man has that a woman doesn't. Hold on.
I've seen your work. Honestly, I've seen your work, and I'm not going to argue with you.
No, because you know you're wrong. No, you know you're wrong.
I'm okay.
See that? There you go. See the cop out. The cop out. And this is typical female behavior. They make a statement and they can't back it up.
Okay.
They can't back it up.
Can I speak my mind?
Sure. What are you gonna say?
Okay. Cool.
I'll give you one thing that us men have that women don't.
Well, I was going to finish my statement. The only privilege we have is that we can have sex with women without being judged. A lot of them. That's the only privilege we have.
But we also have another privilege. We
What is
get to
that?
walk down the street without being objectified, for the most part, unlike women.
Okay, but
So
who
that's
makes the
two
decision to be
privileges. So
objectified?
that's more
though?
than one privilege.
No.
so you're wrong on that.
That's not true. Because
this is
women choose to be objectified by the way that they dress and the way that they carry themselves.
Hold on.
If women were
I don't
walking
disagree
around
with it. I don't
with
disagree with
covering their hair and dressing more modestly, they wouldn't be objectified.
I don't disagree
Do
with
you
you.
think the way I'm just right now is modest?
Maybe to a degree. Not really. But I mean, the reason why women are objectified is because a lot of times their own choices.
For sure. Maybe.
I don't
Maybe
disagree.
And I would
But
argue
like how
women
you
want to be
say-
objectified.
But like how you say hot girls that are useful are a privilege, or like...
I never said that.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry. Maybe I forget. Can you-
Fantastic. I said most
I'm
hot
trying to
girls
conversate
are
with you.
useless.
Okay.
Most
you're
hot
right.
girls are useless. It's right there.
For sure. So just how I feel like there's most men out here that are useless, that are bums.
Sure.
For sure.
I would agree with that.
So
I would agree with that.
this is true to a certain degree. I respect that for sure. But I feel like sometimes you provoke girls to a certain extent.
By telling the truth?
Not by telling the truth.
I literally just told the truth.
No. Okay, I understand. But she was
Like she got angry and walked away because the truth.
No, I understand. But she was talking and then you immediately cut her off and say, stop talking with your emotions.
She was.
I don't think so.
She absolutely was. Anytime you respond with an emotional response of, but me, well, that's an emotional response because I'm talking about in general. Because she said, I work hard.
Because you're talking about females.
Yeah,
and
but
she's a female.
Okay, but notice how when you said most guys are bums, did I make a personal argument and say, well, I'm not a bum?
Because maybe you don't believe you're a bum.
No, because I'm not low IQ. I understand that if you make an objective statement in general and it doesn't apply to me or not, is irrelevant because it's still the truth. I'm not going to sit here and say, when you said most guys are bums, I'm not going to sit here and say, what the fuck? Like, I'm not a bum. That's a low IQ argument.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I gotta go,
Sure.
but it was glad talking to you guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have something you want to say?
It was great talking to you guys, I guess, whatever.
She got so triggered. There you go, guys.
We're not gonna waste our time, thank you.
And now waste our time. Fantastic. As if she's so busy. What is she going to do? Go drink alcohol.
Come on.
Go to a party and drink alcohol. That's what she's going to do. So, yeah.
This guy in Miami, I'm cooler than Snoopy. He's a rap. Come on, buddy.
Yo, I thought Chris was a bum.
You got
That's
love
a real bum.
When I beat you, buddy, you come on. Meanwhile, Mayweather, you're going to get it, buddy. John Bailey is a loser. He's a motherfucking loser.
Myron, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Chipotle, bro.
Oh, yeah. What's up, man? How are you? Yeah, you got the whole snake and shit. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing, sir?
So, yeah. What's the energy drink, man?
What's your energy drink?
Yo, Bill.
I didn't know who the fuck OJ was. I really did. Without no reason.
Just ignore and he'll walk away.
This nigga tripping, bro.
Yeah, just ignore and he walks away. You can't address him
At all.
So yeah, you just literally ignore and he just walks away. That's what it is.
Pocket, so
He has a what?
he's got a stick in his pocket.
Okay. Well, when he pulls that out, he'll get fucking smoked.
A real stick. A real stick. Bop, bop. I think.
Oh, look at that. They're getting him out of here.
But see,
Security's like, hey, get this nigga out of here.